Keyword tracking tools. My name is Sam. This is part of our SEO for Beginners series, and in this video we are looking at tracking and measuring SEO performance and how keyword tracking tools play into that. So we're going to look at what they are, how you can use them to help monitor your SEO performance, and how you can use them to help evaluate how things are going and changes that you can make to help improve your SEO performance. So first, what are keyword tracking tools? They are tools that help to monitor where your website ranks in search engine results for specific keywords. It will help you to understand trends, identify areas where you can improve, and measure SEO success. So basically, if I am a local attorney in Atlanta and I want to get car accident cases, I would want to see how I'm ranking for the term car accident lawyer Atlanta or car accident lawyer near me for Atlanta-based searches. And over time, ideally, I am improving in ranking position, and the higher I improve, the better chance I have of people that are clicking on my website and contacting me to hire me as their attorney. So why would we want to track keywords? It helps to measure performance. It's not the end-all be-all. Just because you're ranking well for a keyword does not mean that it's going to drive business results, but it definitely is a factor into things. And we want to see, over time, if we're losing position over a lot of keywords, that can be indicative of larger SEO problems or strategy. It can help to optimize our efforts. And so again, we can see where we're ranking for different terms. A way that this commonly comes up for us is we're trying to target a lot of terms for different clients, and if a client's ranking really well in one area, I'm not going to focus a whole lot on that. I still want to measure it in case we start losing ground, but if I know we're good here, I'm going to feel better about focusing more efforts on some areas where we might not be as strong. Competitor insights. So while we will be tracking our keywords, along with that, we can see how competitors are doing. One, to compare, and then we want to be beating our competitors. And also, and this gets more into keyword research as opposed to keyword tracking. But we want to see, hey, are there keywords that our competitors are ranking for that we're not ranking for? And that could be a good opportunity for us. And then tracking SEO ROI, so you can directly measure your campaigns through keyword research. Now, again, keyword research is one of sort of three main areas that we're tracking for clients. We do want to see how we're doing on keywords, but then more important than that, I want to see how we're doing on organic traffic. Like we're ranking well for keywords, but if that's not translating to more traffic to their website, then that doesn't really help the client. And then most importantly, we want to see our leads coming in or sales coming in, depending on what the client's trying to accomplish. And so we keywords are third most important, traffic coming to the site second most important, and then most important is actual leads or sales. But we can tie those things together. And then if you can track all the way back through, like, hey, when we're ranking really well for this keyword, and that's leading to people coming to the site, and that's leading to people making sales, that's really, really good and helpful to know. And then coming back, we can use that to then further optimize our campaigns. So some tools for keyword tracking. There are a lot of tools for keyword tracking. If you just go on Google and search for keyword trackers or keyword ranking trackers or tools, you will find a bunch. Some main ones though, that just to be familiar with, SEMrush, Ahrefs, MozPro, Ubersuggest, Mangools. Those are all paid ones. There's SpyFu, there's SE Ranking, there's lots and lots of different ones. If you're serious about tracking your keywords, you almost certainly are going to have to pay for it. There are some free-ish tools. One, SEO Power Suite has a rank tracker that you can download. It doesn't save the data over time, but it does work pretty well. And if you wanted to put in the work, you could track keywords and then save that data on your own to like an Excel sheet, and then come back a month later or a week later or whatever and run the same report, and you can track it that way. If you really didn't want to spend money on something, you could use Google Search Console. You do have, from at least the Google side, they give impression and click data for specific pages and specific keywords. And I've seen some people, and we'll try to do this at some point in time, but you can pull the Google Search Console data into Google Looker Studio or whatever they're calling it now. But you can pull it into that, and then you can create your own dashboard that you can get pretty good keyword data. It just takes a little bit of elbow grease to get that set up and going. Or there's probably a decent template out there that you could go find. I might try to go look into that. I might make another video around it. All right, so steps to track SEO progress. Choose relevant keywords to track. Again, this is more going to get into a keyword research mindset, but we want to be tracking keywords that make sense. If I track a bunch of random keywords that aren't relevant to me or my business, I could rank great for them, but why would I want to do that? It doesn't help me at all. So you want to pick relevant keywords to track. Set a baseline for current ranking. So just like we want to see where we're ranking today. So we haven't done anything. Let's see where we're at today, and that gives us our baseline, and then we can track from there to see progress. We'll want to monitor our rankings regularly. This is where having a paid tool is helpful, because there can be automations that are set up to where it's sending you a report every week or every month for changes in ranking. But you do want to see how things are changing over time. Analyze that data, look for trends, look for outliers. Where are you doing really well? Where are you not doing well? And then use that to influence your strategy. And then, as we had talked about a little bit ago, but tie your rankings to your SEO goals. And so which keywords are driving traffic, which keywords are driving conversions, and those are going to be helpful things to know, and can again help to improve your strategy as you go along. One other comment, back to step number 1 on choosing relevant keywords. There are a million different ways that people search things. So going back to our car accident lawyer Atlanta, you could have car accident lawyer. You could have car accident lawyer near me. You could have car accident lawyer Atlanta. You could have car accident lawyer Atlanta, Georgia. You could have car accident attorney near me. I mean, you can flip it. You could be Atlanta car accident attorney. There's just for that one term, we could probably literally come up with 50 different ways that people would search for that. I am not tracking all 50 of those typically. I am going to pick a main term, and so say car accident lawyer Atlanta, and I'm going to use that as, hey, here's our main term. I may do car accident attorney, or it depends on the client, but either way, I'm not doing all of them. I'm going to pick kind of a main one that captures the heart of what we're going after. And I'm going to use that as a proxy then to get a feel for, like, if we're ranking really well for car accident lawyer, we are probably also ranking pretty well for car accident attorney. You could get into the tracking each specific one, and in some cases you might want to be doing that if it's a really high value term. But I wouldn't lose a lot of sleep over not tracking every single variation of every single keyword you want to be ranking for. Best practices for keyword tracking: be consistent. So we get it on a schedule, weekly, bi-weekly, monthly. And make sure you're checking back in. Prioritize your key pages. Again, like if you're ranking for a bunch of random stuff that doesn't matter, or for pages that aren't going to drive sales, that's probably not a good use of your time. So focus on the pages that are going to make the biggest impact for you. Be mindful of your competitors. You want to see, one, how you compare to them, for whatever keywords you're going after, and 2, you want to be mindful of keywords that they're ranking for that you're not ranking for, and that's just opportunity for you. And then integrate your keyword ranking insights with other analytics tools, Google Analytics. Track your traffic, track your conversions. The more that you can tie all of that together, the better view and understanding you're going to have of how your organic campaign is going. Key takeaways: keyword tracking tools are helpful for monitoring SEO progress. If you're serious about your SEO work, you probably want to have some version of keyword tracking happening. Regular tracking will help you refine your strategy, which will help you improve your rankings and hit other keywords that you weren't even thinking of initially. And then you want to make sure that you're tying those keyword insights into the rest of your analytics so you can get a full picture of how your campaign is going. Action steps for you: choose a keyword tracking tool and start monitoring keywords. There are some that have sort of freemium versions out there. I think Uber suggests might have that. I mentioned SEO Power Suite, their ranking tracking tool. But pick something and just start giving it a try. And one, get a baseline for where you're at. So get a good idea of, hey, these are 10 keywords or 50 keywords that we want to be tracking, run an initial report, and then come back every at least month, check how that's going, and then use that to help enhance your SEO strategy. All right, we're going to wrap up. Please leave any questions you have in the comments. I appreciate you guys watching and taking time, and I hope these videos are helpful. And then stay tuned as we're going to continue on in our SEO for Beginners series. Thanks.